Here's an AMI This Week shortcut with Beth Deer. Birthing blind.
As a mum-to-be, I've made the decision to hopefully breastfeed, but I've done some reading and it can be challenging, especially in the early days. Lactation consultant and founder of Pre-Parented, Shaina Brickner, is here to make things a little bit easier on mums like me who choose to breastfeed.
My hope as a lactation consultant is to help my client reach her breastfeeding goals, and that could be no pain while breastfeeding, or baby needs a better latch, or milk supply is low, or milk supply is too high. So we work with the breastfeeding parent and the baby so they have a smooth breastfeeding journey for the rest of the time that they want to breastfeed.
So Shaina, I definitely have my own concerns about breastfeeding. Is this something that all women are able to do?
From my experience, everyone can breastfeed most of the time, unless there's been some major breast surgery or insufficient glandular tissue. But the actual mechanism of breastfeeding, I think anyone can do it, no matter the size breast you have. If you're small-chested, large-breasted, anyone can breastfeed.
How does my body know to produce milk for my baby?
I like to use the analogy that you're going to a restaurant and you put in your order and then they start making your burger for you and your fries. So similarly, your baby stimulating your breast, your nipples, by suckling at the breast is like they're putting in their order. They're demanding food, and that sends a signal to your brain to release oxytocin. And then the oxytocin and prolactin work together to make milk and let the milk flow out. But around 6 weeks to 10 weeks, your milk supply will become in sync with your baby's needs. So all that demand that was put on your breasts in those first 6 weeks, now it's starting to even out. And whatever your baby demands, your body will supply.
So how many times a day do I breastfeed, and how long does that last when I'm doing it?
So how often? For the first month, you should breastfeed your baby 8 or more times in a 24-hour period. So don't do the math and, 24 divided by 8 is every 3 hours. It's not necessarily that, because your baby could want to cluster feed, which means in a short period of time, they are wanting to feed very frequently. And then duration really depends. It could be anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes for a breastfeeding session, or if your baby becomes really efficient, 5 minutes, or if your baby is sick or really tired, maybe 45 minutes to an hour.
Oh my goodness, that is such a long amount of time. With all this time being spent feeding, am I to assume that there's big benefits for me and the baby?
Yeah. So for the mom, it actually decreases your risk of breast cancer, ovarian cancer. And for the baby, it decreases the risk of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Also, you feel so bonded to your baby when you're breastfeeding, and you're getting that frequent skin-to-skin time because your baby's probably not wearing many clothes. You have your shirt off breastfeeding. So you're skin to skin, you're releasing that oxytocin, and you just feel all the love for this new human that's like sucking the life out of you. But it's really special.
Thanks, Shaina. Breastfeeding provides the best nutrition for your baby and is the most widely recommended way of feeding them to begin with. But extenuating circumstances may mean that you aren't able to do this, and that's okay. There's formula, and you can also supplement, which is a combination of the two. At the end of the day, as long as your baby is fed and you're healthy, that's all that matters.